And I want to welcome you to another episode of Beyond the Surface Radio. I'm your host, Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer, and today I want to talk about names and titles. Names and titles. This discussion is inspired by an event I attended a few weeks ago with a friend. And my friend, who is my elder, she's older than me, but she's also my friend, my sister friend, she always addresses me as Dr. Wanda. Okay, she's never called me anything else, and she gets the full spectrum of who I am. So she knows me as politically incorrect. She knows my sense of humor. She's watched me engage with my daughter, so she knows my parenting style. She's heard me fuss, get into minor, tit for tats with my husband. So she knows the whole woman. But even in spite of that, she keeps it on the straight and narrow, and she always calls me Dr. Wanda. And when she introduces me to others, she shows that same respect. So we're at this event, and she introduces me, and then the woman says, "Do you want us to call you Dr. Wanda or Wanda?" I said, "Dr. Wanda." She says, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yeah, I earned it." So she goes, "Yeah, I earned my professorship too." And I said, "Okay, you asked me and I'm answering you." Okay. So I just made a mental note. I said, now, it's been a few times that I've been challenged on my title, okay, as doctor. I'm a PhD. I did work incredibly hard, not only on my dissertation, but just the research prior to the dissertation. What I did was, my research was about the devaluing of the veteran teacher, because I was a part of a whole bunch of schools that were shut down in Chicago, and just the complete annihilation of those veteran teachers who had done tremendous work. A lot of it academic, but a big chunk of it was just hardcore social emotional work, because our children, black children, oftentimes are so damaged emotionally that the social skills are lagging, and then that all spills over into academics. They just don't feel good about themselves. They just don't feel confident. So we don't have the pleasure of ignoring their social emotional issues. We oftentimes have to deal with that along with academics. And so it was those experiences that flowered, that gave me the mortar for my dissertation. And I take great pride in the research itself. Okay. So yeah, this woman is challenging me. This is a sister. This is a black woman. So the way I see it is, anytime I meet a black woman who is well cultured, traveled, has reached a certain financial status, like let's say she's making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year. If she's a double master's, if she's a CEO, or she's has her own business and has run that efficiently, let's say 3 to 7 years, I show her mad respect. And I show her mad respect because I know firsthand what the American black woman has to go through from the time she starts school, if she enters in relationships, how her family backs her or bucks her, what she goes through in order to achieve anything. I know what she faces when she's right across from the white female counterpart who she is 50 times better than, but is always having to audition in front of. I know what it feels like to be the only black in the 300, 400 level courses. I know. So because of that, I don't challenge black women about their positions or titles. You say you doc, you doc. You say you doc, you doc. You the CEO, you the CEO. It's not for me to challenge you. It's for me to tip my hat to show the utmost respect for you. So I've been thinking about this. Now, I'm a holdout on these names, okay? I've been given a few names in my life. When I went to Tanzania, they called me Zawadi, which means gift. And interesting enough, in Uganda, they called me Cherubu, which means gift. They both ended up with the same name. When I was in South Africa, they called me Mama Gia, Gia's mother, Mama Gia. Okay, here in Ghana, I'm mostly called Dr. Wanda. Even the little ones, they call me Dr. Wanda. Isaac made me laugh one day. He said I was doing so much in the community and the kids were so happy to see me that they saw him and called him Dr. Wanda. He said, no, I'm Bro Isaac. You're not going to call me Dr. Wanda. I'm Bro Isaac. But I thought it was sweet. They just lumped us together and gave him my title. So I'm not a stickler about a terms of affection. You know, somebody wants to give me a name because they're fond of me. My mother's nickname for me, and this is how you know these are long time friendships or this is family. My mother has always called me Dusty. And she calls me Dusty. Even in my 50s, she still calls me Dusty because she would dress me up in these pretty dresses and fix my hair. And she would look out. I would have taken off the shoes. I was barefoot and I was making a mud pie. And I'm still the same way. I can be in the most beautiful outfit and then sit down on the ground. Or I kick my shoes off and walk barefoot. Nothing has changed. So she calls me Dusty. So I have some sweet, endearing terms. But that's not a deletion of my title. I am doctor because I earned it. Mine is not an honorary. I love Dr. Maya Angelou. Hers was an honorary doctorate that she was given because of her life's work, her life's adventures, her life experience. Mine is not honorary. Like Dr. Bill Cosby, for all the investment he did in education, he was given an honorary doctorate. Mine is the hard work of reading, writing, research, of going through those classes. That's what it was. I had to put the pedal to the metal. I had to put the rubber to the road. I've earned it, and furthermore, I'm proud of it. Call me what is due. Okay? Call me what you're supposed to call me. And then don't ask me, and then I answer you, and you want to challenge it. I said, what is that? And then tell me about your professorship. I'm a professor. So what? What does it really mean? This is my job. That's it. Doesn't make me any greater or grander or nicer or deeper. This is the job that I'm doing. I think that's something we need to work on. We need to work on and I'm speaking to blacks. We need to work on respecting each other's titles. No one is going to walk up to Hillary Clinton and challenge her on former Secretary of State. She was former Secretary of State under Barack Obama. Barack Obama hasn't been president in at least 7-8 years, and they still reference that previous title. You know why? Because there's respect there. But when the former president, Barack Obama, was in office, there were many who dropped the president, and they kept calling him Obama. They didn't even want to give him president. That's how serious these titles can get, where you'll see people drop your title. All of a sudden, they start losing the ability to say something that they know you've earned. He was President Barack Obama. Like it or not like it. The same thing with President Donald Trump. He was President Donald Trump. They gave it to him. He ran for office. He earned it based off of whatever standard they had. We have to show some respect for the title. That's it. That's all. Okay. I thought about her many days. I said, what is going on in her that even had to be a question? That even had to be a question. And I'm putting it out there for others. Listen, none of this stuff comes easy. Especially when you come from families that don't back you in education, when you have to work and go to school and raise your family at the same time. These things aren't earned easy, but they are earned. Nobody gives black women anything. No one gives the driven, educated, dynamic black woman anything. She earns it. Michelle Obama is no longer Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama, as soon as former President Barack Obama finished his term, she finished her PhD. She is actually doctor as well. And so for people who are following her, who claim to like her so much and respect her, don't you think they should reference her that way? She most certainly earned it. But I can tell you this, Dr. Michelle Obama ain't better than Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer. We are in the same group. There's about 10% of people that will ever earn a PhD. Many go for the PhD and stay in all but dissertation. They never complete their dissertation for a lot of reasons. When you finish your classes, it is a lonely, lonely experience because it is just you and the research and the writing. And you're bumping this writing back between this committee. And the committee can tell you they don't like your APA, they don't like this, you didn't put this period there, they want you to adjust a paragraph. It can be all kind of stuff. I had one colleague, it took her 14 years to get her PhD because of just terrible committees, collapsing committees, all types of stuff that she went through. We're in that elite group, and it's beautiful. There has to be a place for our intellectuals, and I'll wrap up for this. Okay, this it's not an accident that when they came to Africa, the first teachers, the first educators, the first institutions. I think about Timbuktu. They always destroyed the libraries, the museums, the institutes of education. There's always your intellectuals, your great thinkers are a threat, and they're a threat because they wake up the minds. They deposit good stuff in the minds. They want you to be critical thinkers. They want you not to follow like sheep. So don't take anything from me that I've fallen into that group. I do want to spark great thinkers. I do want the next generation to be able to lead, but lead off authentic thought. You don't need to be mimicking and recycling every single thing that's been done. You have a new way of seeing the world. This world is actually Gia's. It's less mine and more Gia's just because of the age difference. So there's a lot to teach. There's a lot of wisdom to leave behind. There's a lot of knowledge to share. I am Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer for a reason, and it is because God designed it that way. I earned that title. You don't have to ask me what to call me. You know what to call me, unless we've gotten close and you have decided to love on me with some sort of sweet, endearing name like Zawadi or Mama Gia or Cherubim. You've been listening to Beyond the Surface Radio, and I'm your host, Dr. Wanda J. Evans-Brewer. And until we meet again, be safe in God's grace.